Vegas, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 25 on second down, Young gets this one to Juszczyk. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Young off the play fake. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this will be taken at the 13. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On the give, here comes Peyton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Young on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. The kick by Carlson is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd and 8. Now here's Young. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, then they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll run with Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 36, Young. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. He's got room at the 30, through the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Randy Moss, 64 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Mayfield on play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now here is another interception. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
From the 36, Young. Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board, not playing well defensively, deflated, and now things may have changed for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And it's caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel from 13 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And my goodness, another interception. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian Okoye in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Following the interception, Young. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 1st and 10, Young. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. From the gun, Steve Young. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him.
Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Here's Steve Young. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Young to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. 8.
The last time we saw 7 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. They'll run now with Peyton. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Running it here with Peyton. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mayfield to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They run the option on 2nd down. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.